But why is he keeping them in a little bit of water to keep them fresh? I don't get that. Like, what do you mean?
Imagine they stink, lad. You know what I mean?
So they're in this battle going,
You've sent me a smelly one.
Fucking clean your pits.
What have you done with that Dove soap? Did you eat it? Fucking clean yourself, man. You fucking stupid bitch.
Hello, you beautiful people. Listen, if you enjoy watching our podcast, we are on Patreon, and that's patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. You get to see a lot more of us, and obviously, you're helping support us in what we're doing. Matty, what can you expect on the Patreon?
And if you don't want to wait for the release of the public episode, you get early access to all public episodes at least 48 hours before. And not only that,
you can get a minimum of 2 exclusive Patreon episodes a month. Obviously, if you've got the time available, we'll throw a third and a fourth in. But don't get fucking greedy, all right? Don't be getting greedy. Also, already on there, in the back catalogue, there's a few Patreon specials where the lads gone out with cameras. We've had a laugh. We've gone to Ninja Warrior where I folded Bobby in half. We went to the driving range where Danny deep-throated the fucking 3 wood and was in bits. It was fantastic. What else, Dan?
Yeah, so the Patreon, basically, as Bobby said earlier, it's another way for you to support us in what we're doing, more so than you already do. But it's an easier way for you to get in touch with us as well. So if you want to have some input in the content that's getting produced on the Patreon, you subscribe to the Patreon and you can message us directly on there, and one of us 4 will see it. We will respond and we'll take what you're saying into account. You're getting the backlog of the specials that are already there, and there's going to be at least one a month coming every month from now on. You're getting a minimum of 2 Patreon exclusive episodes a month, which you will only see if you're on the Patreon and the early access. You're getting all that bundled in, and it's £4 a month. So if that's something you want to see, you want to get more involved, you like us and you want to see more of us, patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. Link down in the description. We love you. Hello, welcome back to the What's Happening podcast. This is actually episode 50. Last week was 49. We named it wrong.
50 plus 1.
Welcome to episode 50. Asterix.
But we're not doing the admin work. We're not changing anything.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. We put it up. You've got to deal with it. We've got Tom Keegan back in the studio.
Hey!
Tom, thank you for coming down.
No problem.
You all loved Tom when he was last year, so we were like, yeah, we've just got to get him back.
Hey. There's no bottom of the barrel. Absolute.
Yeah, and then Matty said he couldn't come today, so we were like, Tom.
I reckon Tom's fingers are bigger than Matty. You've got long fingers.
You got piano fingers.
Yeah, you have, lad. You've got them fiddling fingers there. Like.
Pick my nose with me, yeah.
You could flick me from that sat right there.
Wet willies are a fucking nightmare with me, you know. People do not come back.
That's a wet BBC, that lad. Not a wet willy, that.
Imagine him in the fucking Punch and Judy, lad.
No, do you know when you go bowling?
Special. No, he's special.
You do that?
He looks like salad fingers.
I totally hit them. I don't even attempt to put my fucking hands in them.
Yeah. He's at the bar buying a bevy, bowling stripes over there.
See that kid at the World Cup? He tried to do like the fucking somersault throw it and failed. Did you see it?
I've seen when they do that and just belt people in the
face. They run with the ball and like put the ball on the floor.
Oh, and then
like,
do the
somersault and like get trajectory, and he ran and went.
So,
just couldn't do it.
In terms of like FIFA rules and that, can that happen?
I don't know.
Because I've seen them and they get some fucking distance on them, like, do you know what I mean? All that momentum.
I don't know, I feel like...
Surely not.
It can't be like, but you know something I found out the other week, which is actually quite interesting.
What did you find out, John?
Within the Queensberry rules, like strict boxing rules, you're allowed to throw a Superman punch.
What, in the air? Both feet off the ground?
Like, the other way, like, you jump up and go, bang!
You're allowed to take your arm.
Really, yeah?
Is that a point?
Lad, I swear, Dan.
Proper Clark Kent.
Yeah, well, he's Googling the Queen's rules. What have you been up to, Tom? Since last time?
Poking people in the eyes and that. Causing chaos with these fingers.
Wet cocking people.
Dirty Sanchez and people. takes me 20 minutes.
I remember Dirty Sanchez, man.
Dirty Sanchez was a fucking heavy show.
My auntie told me about Dirty Sanchez when I was a kid. And I thought it'd be hilarious to probably get a big bum crack finger at his nose.
Big bacon muzzy.
Thinking he'd be like, ha-ha. He's like... Who's that shit?
Is that what you called it, a Dirty Sanchez?
Yeah.
When I was in school, we used to call it a schnid. Schnid.
We used to call it a bacon muzzy. Don't know why.
All little different variation. It's mad how fucking like disgusting you were. You know what I mean? At that age, like just putting shit up your ass and making it easy.
I remember when I was. Oh, by the way, you actually can throw a Superman punch in boxing as long as it's performed in a proper way and targeted above the belt. But yeah, when I was in school,
Imagine a dick.
Superman
yeah,
punches.
but no, when I was in school, look, we went to this. Like, I was on the basketball team in year 9, believe it or not. White men can't.
I gotta say that.
That's coming back out, innit? Have you seen it?
Gary, I'm in it.
Why do I imagine you with like goggles on, like speed goggles, dead tight ponytail, headbands, look like Jimmy Bullard.
Look like when in the movie Gremlins when she puts all the makeup on and all that. That's what it looks like.
But yeah, fucking. So there was this lad in my year in school called James Taylor, and he was an horrible kid. Like,
Shout out James Taylor.
No, don't shout about. Shout in, James Taylor.
Shout scum.
He was just horrible, lad. And we were walking. We went to this school. I think the school was in. I think it was in Speke. This tournament. And
St. Benedict's.
I don't know where it was. Like, I wasn't on the team. You just had no one else to play in this tournament, and I was like, I'll do it. And they were like, okay.
He was on the team by proxy.
Yeah,
playing
five white kids trying to keep you up and that.
He was the equal opportunities kid, wasn't he?
Danny watched like Mike once. It's like, that's me.
Look, lad, listen. I watched the NBA highlights the night before. I got this. And then we were walking into the sports hall, and this kid, this James Taylor, a little fat cunt. He's like, what's the one called where you put your finger on your bullet and then go whoop? I don't know if there's a name for it. but he done it. He put his finger on his bullet, bell end for all the out of towners, and it's white under my nose.
Under your nose.
Under my nose. But I was going,
It's following you everywhere.
It stunk of prawn cocktail crisp. And I was disgusted that he just done that to me, but I was like, why does your dick stink of prawn cocktail crisp?
Biggest alpha move as well. Like, you've got to fight. You can't like.
I know I didn't
someone
fight.
fight
Lad. I
around
didn't want to fight with a kid who lets his own dick smell like
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
If he'll do that to his own dick, what's he gonna do to me, lad?
Someone smiling when they fight you like, oh, this is game.
Some
Just don't
psychopath,
do it,
lad. Yeah, no, it was horrible, lad. I just had this proper prawn cocktail smell. It was hot in my nostrils for the first quarter.
Yeah,
Have you ever? Is that ever happened to you when you were in school where like someone took it too far and you didn't want to, but you feel like, I've got to do it here. Just get like pelted with something at the fucking, you know what I mean, at dinner or something
No,
like
lad,
that.
the worst thing I've ever seen in our school, right? You know, I don't think it changed the building when you started. So like the old canteen, you'd come off 3 steps onto the yard.
Yeah.
So we were coming out the canteen, lad, and this kid was walking down like a disabled wheelchair ramp, and he was walking down the disabled
As opposed to
wheelchair
those abled wheelchairs.
yeah, an abled wheelchair ramp, and there's no wheels to the chair,
Stairs.
scraping everywhere. And lad, out of the corner behind me peripheral, just seen this plate frisbee and like someone had robbed a plate from the canteen and frisbeed it across the yard and just bounced off this kid's head, lad, shattered everywhere. He was on the floor crying. Is it stomach everywhere, lad?
As if he's not going through enough.
The lady's like, not the fine China. He's on the floor.
Proper Weatherspoons everywhere.
Oh yeah, so on I don't know if it was the last episode or the one before, we were talking about like the Amazon tribe and like they seen the drone.
Yes.
So when I was watching it back,
The Arizonian rainforest.
yeah, they had Arizona.
It was the Arizona rainforest. And
Yeah,
that's a desert.
Yeah.
Matty thought the Amazon rainforest was in Arizona.
So
Route 66.
That's the desert. He's like, there's a rainforest
66
there.
in your canoe.
Boom.
Just pissed.
when I was watching it, right, it took me back. I don't know what it might even be. I don't know if have you ever seen the Star Trek film? It might be Star Trek. I don't know, but. So, for a tribe to be in the Amazon, right, have no fucking knowledge of the outside world. Basically, their world is the forest, really.
Yeah,
they don't know they don't know anything else. So, imagine being in that tribe, a tribe that hunts for your own food and still fucking getting all the pure genitals and that cut off, because that's what they all do. That's what they do in, like, the tribes, not don't they? Like, they fucking...
Dick off?
No, like foreskin, and they cut, like, the lips off.
Yeah,
mad
you
things,
see when they have like the
like,
mad things in the lip and all that, lad, where they fucking cut off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love? I love with like the documentaries, and it's like some kid from Cambridge, and he spends like a week with the tribe, and then like after like
Danny and Glasgow.
comes over, he comes over with a massive lip, and he's like, they accepted me as one as their own. They were just buzzing off him. They were just like, oh yeah, we love frogheads. He's another place to them. They're all like,
when we accept you into our tribe, all the elders bum you. Like, okay.
But the reason to it, right? So if you've got no knowledge of the outside world and you don't have a whatever, and it's just you and your little clan, and you see a fucking drone with a camera and it's flashing lights at you, are you gonna think that's like a god?
Yeah, because you can't think it's an alien because you don't have any reference to aliens because you've
Exactly.
got no internet or not.
So you must just think like,
seen it.
is
That's
that
a higher power.
No.
Is he on that bike with that bird's face on it?
But yeah, I'd fucking... I seen another thing years ago. It was somewhere in Africa. Can't remember exactly where. There's many places. And it was in like the 70s, and there was loads of kids in school, and they were all out in the playground like playing and that. And loads
As you
of
do
these
on a
kids,
playground.
As you do, it's named. And loads of kids and teachers said they seen this UFO land outside of the playground. They all ran out to it. The kids were drawing pictures of it, and all of these kids, like hundreds of kids, were drawing pretty much the exact same pictures.
Didn't the same happen in Australia? A similar thing happens.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it happens again. Like there's another account of it. Yeah.
It's just nuts because like it's like obviously I'm not like especially back in like the 70s they would have been nowhere near as advanced as we were even then. Never mind now. So I wonder what their concept of what that was.
Yeah, there was a French fella. There was I think it was on a Joe Rogan podcast, and they're talking about. And he went and he was like he was a Christian. And he was trying to make contact with tribes, and he were like, "Do not contact this one tribe." And he was like, "No."
On the North Central Island.
Yeah, and he wouldn't give up, and he
Didn't they bow and arrow him?
Yeah, but he kept coming back and kept trying to just be like, "Nah, read this book, it's sick." And they were like, "The fuck are you? What's that?"
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the one that you're talking about. It might even be the same one, but it was like, I don't know if he was like a Mormon or he was something, and he was like wanting to preach the word of Jesus, and he was like, "I'll go to these tribes," and he got bow and arrowed up, and he just got
It's this
smoked.
island called North Sentinel Island, and it's like I think there's certain laws now.
You're not idiot like the indigenous and that, yeah.
To protect them, because they literally got absolutely zero idea of what the outside world is. It's a tribe that's been completely uncontacted for like hundreds of thousands of years, and like they reckon that's why there's not as much of a population as there used to be in the Amazon of indigenous tribes, because like Western like the white man went there to try and like educate them, and then because we've got illnesses and diseases that have adapted because of our medicine.
Like a common cold.
Yeah.
Like,
Wipe
half them out, so
Yeah.
people are so I think there's laws now, so you're not allowed to try and contact them.
But I don't know where I've seen this, but it would have been years and years ago. Like, didn't someone or like a group of people go to like a place where it was tribes and just like rape like all the women and like,
That's every day.
and that's why there is like these strict
Vikings.
laws on it. I know it weren't like that long.
Vikings in
It weren't-
Africa.
yeah. No, it weren't like that long ago. I don't know when it was like it could have been a couple hundred years ago or something like that, but like that's apparently like
didn't
what
fucking-
happened.
Was it Genghis Khan? Was it the fucking?
Have you really got to go to the Amazon to rape? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell.
Hey,
It's not like they're gonna grass on you though, is
It's like
it?
your initial thing, like, really,
You know what I mean,
you've chopped your way through fucking how many miles of forest, and the first fucking tribe you come across, it's like, come here, you. That's your first
style
thought.
of grabbing them. Mine.
Yeah.
Go just around the table. You fucking, how long does it take you to get here? Why is that your initial reaction?
They just think
Water.
Yeah.
I've got to recall it.
they just think you're getting involved in a little tribal dance because you're going like that. Get here,
That, no, do you know, I would never have even delved into that avenue, but imagine that. Imagine weeks of
He's
just
like-
machete
he's like-
through
he's
the
like-
rave bar,
he's
and
like,
the first woman you see, you're like,
It's been a while.
it's on.
But that long ago though, you're on fucking sailboats like pirates, not lad. You're fucking.
Just trying not to be gay. It's just like, took you 8 months to get there. You're
You're like,
like,
I've got scary, but at least I'm not gay.
you realise how
When
close
we get
that
there.
close. Sucking his dick.
When we get there, boys, there's gonna be some bushy vaginas. Don't worry about it.
Jesus
Got the
Christ.
machete. It's alright.
Like scary movie when he takes a keks off. Bam!
It's just nuts, lad. Like, do you know what as well? Like, do you know the way, like, obviously, I know the programme Vikings isn't necessarily historically accurate. There's
Factual.
obviously dramatised things
Yeah.
to it, but, like, back in the day when, like, because, like, obviously, like when they started used to have to, like when there was, like, Vikings and, like we were, like, the Saxons and that, and we didn't know each other existed, we just knew there was land there. Let's see what's on it. They went there with the idea of, like, so the first step, kill all the children, then we're going to rape and kill the women, and then we're going to kill the men. Why was that the go-to, lad?
What, from the Vikings coming here?
I mean, we might have done the same vice versa. I don't, we probably
But I
did,
think the first ever time that happened though, wasn't it the Vikings come to England?
I think so. According to the programme.
Yeah,
like,
according to the
Ragnar.
I
yeah.
don't know, it's just
According to
fucking-
BBC Bite Size.
Like, why is that on the agenda? Like, okay, first, are we going to sharpen the sword? No, we'll make them all first, and then
imagine that team meeting. Like, how does the agenda get set?
we'll just sitting around, like, right, this is a bit of a mad one.
Put their hand in a pussy. You know what I mean?
like,
Dead babies!
I don't know, and it's just, like, I understand, like, there's still some very uncivilized people about now, like, Southport. But like, back then, lad, it was like...
Did the Vikings invent abortion then?
That's a fuck knows, lad. I don't know. They definitely invented rape and pillaging.
I was I think it was actually on Joe Rogan's podcast. I was listening to one, and he was talking about the Vikings used to get fucking heavy on the mushrooms and just go fucking.
So is that, do you reckon that's where all their gods have come from then? Surely. Like, have you ever watched Vikings?
No.
So in Vikings, they always used to go to this like ceremony thing, and it was like.
There's a lot of horrible histories back at me. Like,
I'm an educated guy.
But like, they used to have this like fucking ceremony on the program, and it'd happen like once a year or whenever. And like you've watched it, like, you know, where they're in the big cottage and all the gods are wooden statues, and they're all and they're all like face painted white and black fucking faces and all that. Like surely that's just a proper intense mushroom trip. Yeah,
of course.
Like that's got to be a proper intense mushroom trip. Like for them to even come up with the concept of like that's their gods and like.
Isn't it weird that they're so like docile now? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you think of anyone from like Scandinavia now in them 3 countries, Denmark, Sweden, and Denmark and stuff.
Have you said
like,
Finnmark?
It's fucking out Finland. I've took Matty's place. It's
a Mattyism.
Yeah, but they're like quiet people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like successful. And
We know what you did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, do you know what? Fucking move on. Back to rape. Fucking I've just said Finnmark.
No, it is, lad. It's just. Do you know what I think mad as well? Back in the day, though, was like. See, back in the day, I'm talking about like Vikings here and that.
Back in my day.
Back in the day, it was like 93 or
so. In my day, with all the lads who jump on a boat.
You sound like that on Woods. He doesn't. He goes, back in my day, I'm like, lads, you're 23.
No, like, I wonder why everybody always had a god. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I wonder who why did nobody they didn't know
question
it exist, and then they were like, okay, this is just us.
I think that
question it, and then they just went kill him.
Yeah, it is.
I think it was to justify like being insane, because like if people are fucking insane and talking to people, they'll be like, I'm just talking to a god or something. Do you reckon I come about there?
I don't know.
Like, I think it was easier to make people follow what you were doing as like an agenda if you claimed it to be like an almighty being. Yeah, it's like a controlling in it. So it's like, oh yeah, listen, you're not killing for us, you're killing for God. And it's like, oh fucking hell, like he wants me to do that.
Like
you know what I mean?
Crusades.
Do you know the Romans used to believe? It was either the Romans or the Spartans. I can't remember which one. One of them two though. Before they go into battle, they'd all suck each other's dicks and shag each other. Because I'm not messing. Lad.
Is that like UK based or?
Listen,
me and Danny would be in the paratroopers if that was no.
I'd be like, yeah, Adam, but no, lad, yeah. He used to believe it'd bring them closer together and it'd make them like more manly, because in their eyes it was before you go into battle, what can be more manly than doing that with a man?
Imagine the first fella to be like, fucking big scrap tomorrow, yeah? It's gonna be horrible, innit? He's like, do you know what I was thinking the other day, right? Don't we fucking like just, I'll suck yours first, and then like, because we might die anyway, innit? And like, bonds are not in it, bro. I don't know, but he's like, I'll just kill you if you don't then.
No, but imagine you just were shagging the day before, then you just went to battle, and like, you're like, oh, where's Derek? And he's like, oh, Derek died. Like, he fucking came in me last night. Like,
is that all I was doing, was it?
I swallowed his kids.
I swallowed future warriors for him.
Do you know what's mad about it though, right?
Memory of Derek.
No, what's mad about it? Do you know what's mad about it, right? Do you know if we would have been born thousands of years earlier, like, you probably would have got involved in it. It's like
I'll go
it's just herd mentality, innit? It's just like, oh well, we're all sucking each other off, so you know.
No, because they have been.
Everyone's doing it, lad. I swear to God.
Lad, just suck me dick, lad. Don't be gay about it.
Everyone's sucking dick.
Do you know who used to do it, lads? Do you know who used to do it, lads? Do you know who used to suck dick? Marcus Aurelius. Did he fucking? And like, everyone does it, lad.
What do you mean, lad? The Vikings are doing it. All right then. You know, that's why they keep winning, lad. He's sucking his dick and he's pumping him, but then he's putting his dick in his mouth, lad. They're all into swine.
That's what the Arsenal change rooms doing this season. That's why it's on the league.
Fucking Arteta's just getting a train ran on him.
Yeah, oh my God, does anyone watch the fucking All or Not on the documentary? The Arsenal one.
Oh no.
Oh, it's hilarious. He's got the, like all these professional millionaires, and he's got a board, and he draws like a happy face and a sad face, and you can see him going, "We have to play with love, but also hate." And you can just see the players like, "What the fuck is he on? Like, can he go and bang me model?" You talk.
I like the way he's drawn it, just in case you didn't know. Like, happy.
Yeah, no, you just need to fucking go. It's embarrassing.
I reckon we have a word from another sponsor. Matty, what sponsor we got, lad?
We have Manscaped. Using WHP20 at checkout gets you 20% off all orders with free shipping. Now, what sort of products do they do, Gary?
They've got loads of products, lad. Got the Lawnmower 4.0, fantastic razor, right? Helps reduce nicks on the ball bag. It's waterproof. It's got a light on it. You can get in all your crevices under your big fat Ned Kelly and everything. And shave, it's sound. They've also got the Weed Whacker, which Danny loves. It's a personal favourite for Danny. The Weed Whacker! You get right up your fucking nose like that. It made me come the other day, you know. I was on the Weed Whacker and I was pure like, I got like population paste dribbling out of my foreskin and everything. Lad, it's such a nice sensation, you know. And you know what? While I had all population paste everywhere, I gave it a little clean and I got the crop preserver and the crop preserver out, lad, and fucking freshened it up. It was beautiful. What else do they offer, lad?
And you also have the Beard Hedger Pro with titanium.
Beard? You said beard? The Beard
The
Hedger
new,
Pro.
the new product, the beard range that they're doing. It's got titanium blades and it also comes with oils and balms. So get in touch. WHP20 at checkout.
At manscaped.com. Bitches.
Ben White's there like that, so we sucking dick before the match. Oh, what are we doing? Because I've got mine out. I've had mine out the whole time. It's just weird. Like,
I don't think it would have been the Spartans though, because that would have changed 300 for me.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
I couldn't have took them as serious. I probably wouldn't have thought they were as cool. Like, before they got in, shield wall.
This is Sparta, boom, and then there's just 10 fellas with the dicks out, and it's like, whoa,
Madness.
There's that little fella with the hunchback.
Oh yeah, he's getting
He's
involved.
horrible, him,
I
lad.
reckon they had like chainmail fucking glorioles or anything. It's like Cameroon in the 2002 World Cup with the all-in-one suit and they couldn't go for a piss.
The best option,
You know what I
man.
mean? Yeah, they couldn't go for a piss. How'd you get your chainmail off to get your dick sucked?
I reckon they do it
Knife
before
yourself
the.
out of every
I reckon they do it before the chainmail. Do you know what though, right? Because I couldn't even be in the army now, and a lot of what they do in the military now is done miles away with missiles, right? Imagine the day before a battle, you and all the lads are sat round, you just sucked each other off,
Yeah.
and then you're just sitting
Everyone's
there,
like that.
everyone's sitting there, everyone's like, nice one for that, John.
Wiped out.
And then like, you're just sitting there and like, right, tomorrow, 70% of us will be chopped to death.
Yeah.
See you in the morning, boys.
Yeah.
Like,
Sliced up and just two people just running into each other. Like,
But, so this is what I'm saying about the religion side of it though. These people were fucking fearless because they were going into battle thinking, well, if I die in battle,
God's there.
I'm in eternity of greatness, so who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean? So that's where the religion side of it comes into it, because they just weren't asked.
it's mad. Fucking people were so stupid. You know what I mean? And they're just oblivion. They're like, oh shit.
But people were so stupid. Like, we've got birds who charge crystals in the moon now. People are still just as stupid, but they've just got Instagram instead now. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just madness.
You know, in World War One, you know, on Christmas Day, like the famous day where
Did it happen?
they put the fucking tools down, went, hey, game of footy. Do you reckon it was just a massive orgy between the two
Nah,
armies?
brother. Who's packing their bags, going to war, kissing the wife and kids? Don't know if I'll ever see you again. Oh, where's me footy?
Yeah.
Someone taking a footy in the
Cargill does a
backpack.
bit about that, you know. He's
Yeah.
like, I've got my rifle.
I didn't know that. I don't watch comedy.
He's like, I've got my rifle.
First one
me
said I robbed
helmet,
it or
me
something.
boots,
Me total
me
90s.
shitties.
Does he actually do a bit on that?
Yeah, yeah.
But that isn't that. But who the fuck's packing a ball?
I know, yeah. You've been away for 4 years. And you're like, have you used that ball yet? It's like, it's fucking taking up space. It's like, you never know. You never know when
And
you'll
some of
have
them
it.
might be sad.
Nah, but lad, if you've left your footy in the garden for 6 months, it's flat, lad. Have you got your pump with a little needle?
Just using dead bodies for goalposts.
Like bags on the schoolyard.
Just like, right.
Rigor mortis is set in, stick him up, he's a full-on pope.
Watch out, we put a man like somewhere that will move the pitch over. They will bring your bags this way, boy. There's some
Listen, the mine is fucking raggy, alright? That's what's happening.
But do you reckon it actually did happen though? Do you reckon
Nah.
that actually happened?
I don't reckon it did, you know.
Imagine some cunt snapping you some German fella and you're going, ha ha ha, and you're going, tomorrow, lad, you're
Yeah.
getting
Wait till
bullet in the
Boxing
head.
Day,
You
lad.
dickhead.
No, but like the first person to get up, like, how
Innit?
did they get shot?
Innit? Like, was he just sitting there thinking, well, it's Christmas, Like,
How would you even...
I'll have a game of footy with the boys. Imagine being the first one stand up like with the ball, bang, dead.
Ball,
What-
you pop the footy, you go, oh, lad, come here, we're going to have a game of heads and fees then.
Just people go fucking the gym and the next day like, Carl said we could lend us ball. Like, are you sure? No, we never.
It goes into the wrong trench and you're like, can I have my ball back, please?
Imagine having to knock for your ball back. I'm sorry, but you bayoneted it.
Little rat bags by ours, and then, but I think it was the 2006 Euros. Or maybe 2004 anyway, but I had the ball of it and it was like a grey ball, boss, and these lads saw me with it in the park and they were like, let us lend it, lad, we'll pass it in, and I was like, nah, you're alright, and I never them come and knocking at the house, and like, yeah, your Tom said we can lend us ball. My mum was like, so I know you lads. I was like, don't give to me from my room,
From the loft.
yeah, don't give to me, mum.
That's heavy. I remember there was some kid that used to live by ours, proper special needs, that used to do me head in, lad. And like we used to all bring him out to play footy with everyone and that because they was like it was just mean not to. Like he could see all of us playing from like so it was the mean.
Like down in the window, like Bart when he's got the cast on.
Yeah, and I got remember the
Like the fella on the moon in the Aldi advert.
the Jabberlani.
Yeah.
I had that, but it was like a match replica one, lad. It was the best footy I've ever had. And this kid's fucking
best footy ever.
Edited it, and it went into a proper thorn bush, and I just heard this that going. He's like, oh, sorry, I'll get me dad to get you a new one. And his our fellas come down the next week with the Sondico footy, and I'm like, that's not, no, you know what that was? That Casey that's got no padding, it's just leather.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's not the same as the ball like your son.
I remember used to play like with an old Casey with all the fucking patches that come off. And it was
They were
rough
the
as
best.
arsehole. It was like sandpaper and it's raining. You go for Eden and just like get fucking skin grafts on your foot.
They're the best balls though, do you know what I mean?
I remember walking around Norris Green once, and I forget who I was with, but I was with one of my mates at the time, and there was just this footy just there, and like obviously you see a footy, and it's like I'm gonna fucking volley this now, do you know what I mean? And I've fucking sprinted, right, fuck off, lad. I don't know how I didn't break my foot, but someone had cut it open and put bricks inside it. I swear, nearly snapped my foot in half. I was on the floor crying my eyes out.
You've seen the video on the building site where the fellas put like fucking 5 pipes down and one's got a big one's actual pipe stuck in the concrete. And they put like 5 cut pipes down and 6 ones like a fucking ceramic pipe in the floor. And they all go, lad, let's see you can fucking get it over there, lad. So they all like fucking kick this little bit of pipe and there's a apprentice runs up and volleys it and it's stuck in the floor, like just goes flying over the pipe.
I think I would have snapped, like them apprentice videos, like, oh, the apprentice gets hazed and that, and I think I would have had made on the first day and never went back, It's like, no, you've got to take this lad for a little bit, like, everyone's went through this, like, fuck off, you blade.
Lad, you just put cement in my mouth.
17 years of age, trying to earn a bit of coin to give to me man, it's like, fucking, yeah, let's kick him. You take your big closet.
Let's batter him.
Yeah, but lad, imagine the apprentice in the Vikings days, lad.
You're still everyone's next son.
Your turn.
We're going to pillage you in your ma's house.
Yeah, trains haven't even been invented yet. You're still going to get a fucking train pulled on you.
It's just no. Like, I don't get it though, lad. Like obviously, like back then, they'd go to like lands like unknown and they'd see people and then people would be like, we don't know you, we don't know you. Like, well, we're having it. But like before like they ever
That's the
first,
exact conversation.
Yeah,
like,
that
no,
was
but,
it.
like before they ever like took to the sea, how did they how did they know they were going to get somewhere?
Yeah.
How did they know
I've
that it was
thought
just
about
that
that.
bit of land they lived on and that was it?
Like,
And then
What?
Like looking, going, what's out there?
Yeah, well, when you well, how accurate it is, I don't know. But on Vikings, apparently, when you used to go on the boat,
That's our point of reference,
it's the only thing I can fucking go on.
HBO fucking series.
But like when they say in the program, like when they used to go out to sea, they used to go left and go
getting
to like
confused with Game of
fucking
Thrones.
wherever left is. Like they used to go to like Russia and that. So they used to pillage Russia all the time, and then it was like they got bored. So it was like, why don't we go right? And they were like, no, we don't go right. Like we go left, and it's like, but why aren't we going right? And it's like, no, we go left. So one time they went right.
Right, we got fucking battered.
Yeah, no, they just never went right. They just never done it. And then he said, then one time they went right and was in England.
Oh,
so that's apparently it.
Imagine being that little monk, seeing them though, lad, just these savages.
And he's like,
getting off
praise
boats.
be to the Lord, welcome to our pastoral life. That's a nice axe.
It's just crazy. Do you know what I always think about as well, right? Like, I wonder if sex has evolved over time, the way like do you know, like back in like because in the program Vikings, they were very graphically depicting the sex, and it always did seem a little bit like the man wants it, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And like,
it was very rapey.
My nan had 8 kids to a 2 fucking bedroom house. Because even back then, like, not that long ago, when your granddad came home from the fucking pub, do you know what I mean? If he was a rat bag and he was like, right, you know what I mean? Here we go.
Get your box out, love.
Number 9 on the way. And she's like, there was no like, I've got an headache or like, you know what I mean? It was like, what?
I wonder, like I'm speaking more so about like the positions they do it in. Like, do you reckon it was purely just like missionary, and then one day,
Nah, I reckon they were raunch, you
some
know.
Viking bird was like, do you want to try, right? I'm gonna go on like all fours and like stick my ass up a little bit, and then you can like get like.
Well, he just watched the dogs do them once. Hey, shall we?
Yeah.
Come on, fuck it,
I reckon
here we
I've
go.
always been raunchy with sex, and that though they've got to have been. It can't just have been like just like one position. Like,
Yeah, but like
'cause-
things like ass to mouth, like did Vikings do that? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I've always thought that. I wonder who the first person, like couple was to go like, I'm gonna try and like suck your dick until you come. Like do you reckon the first blowjob was shit?
I reckon they were using
dunno.
teeth and everything, scan there.
but like I've probably talked about this before though. But like Cleopatra had a dilly, and it was like a
Used to put
whatever
bees in it,
bees
didn't
in
they,
it.
to make
So
it
it's
No.
bees
She
inside,
had
so it
like a glass
vibrates.
And you just
tube,
put new bees in it
She
every
put
time.
bees in, shake it up so they get all right up. They start got like buzzing around, and then
Duracell bees.
Jorah bee, yeah, Jorah bee.
yeah, lad, like fucking like I wonder who got the first blowjob, lad.
Apparently she was a little nymph though. She used to have like fucking baths in like goat's milk and shit like that.
Mad though,
some
like.
symbolism there.
It's
What?
gotta be. It's just like I've heard about the milk baths and that.
Yeah, and Caesar, she was like the first Marilyn Monroe. Do you know what I mean? She was shagging all the emperors and kings and stuff like that. Like,
But what's the deal with the milk bath?
apparently it's just good for your skin.
Oh, you used to actually get a milk bath.
Hey,
Oh.
there was a show on Channel 4, right, about a brothel in
Manchester.
Sheffield.
I've
Right.
seen it, and it's scatty.
The City Sauna, it's called, right? And like, you know the way you can get escorts to like upmarket escorts,
Yeah.
fucking looking alright. These were like proper fucking
Look at the name's Janice.
yeah, proper scruffy
Few
cunts.
Colette's in there.
It's definitely like a fucking Chantel or something.
Maureen.
This is Beth, is it?
That's Maureen's my nan's name.
Lay down.
Leave Maureen out of this.
What you wanna?
So like fucking, they were filming these girls, right? And they were a bit like fucking, Goodyear attire, looking and all that. And they were interviewing this bird. She's like, I've got one of my regulars coming in today. She went, and he's a lovely fella. He's an older fella, but he's a lovely fella. And then he comes in the door with this fucking 2 blue carrier bags, right? And she was like, go up to room 4, please, Ben. I'll be up in a minute. And he goes upstairs. She goes, the fella went, what's the bags for? She went, what he does is he brings his own custard in and he makes me get a bath in custard first because it turns them on and then we have sex. And I was like, you get a bath in custard?
Listen.
Why is that a kink?
Kinks are so mad. How is that like where's that have stemmed from?
It got a wank with custards on it.
But that's what I mean.
He
Like,
got raped by the dinner lady.
Yeah.
where's that stemming from?
I
Like
think
custard?
Apple crumble everywhere.
It's like fucking Ambrose.
I think
School cake
I think we should be. I'm not a fan of this. Like you shouldn't kink shame. Yes, you should. Like I think you
Because some
definitely
kings
should.
are kids.
Some yeah.
Yeah.
Someone there, it's not okay.
Some kinks are proper mad. Some kinks are crazy.
Like look, lad, like the one that I cannot wrap my head around is people who are into like shit play. I think
Yeah.
then people should be shamed and regularly.
Some of them love it though. Look at Nathan Martin.
Like it's just nuts, lad. Like these fellas, you see them all the time on Twitter, like pay pigs who they just send birds money.
Listen.
because these birds just exist. Or
Don't
there's birds.
even.
There was a girl on Twitter the other day.
If you're not hating anyone, no.
No, but
No,
this is what-
I know.
that we know of.
Look at me proper coming to the defence. I'm like, they're not that bad.
Yeah, but-
Well, there was this fella who
I've
said
seen you on Twitter.
Look how far society's come. Some people used to put thousands of miles in and cut trees down, go and rape people in the Amazon. You're sending birds to look through a camera.
Listen.
Crazy,
But what I'm
I
saying,
mean.
there was this fella who was sending a bird for every picture, not of her feet, just of her shoes that she owned that were not on. They were just put on the
Yeah.
floor in clear sight
She was
and
definitely
take a
shoes
picture.
on.
He was like, for every picture of a pair of shoes you send me, I will send you 50 quid. And he's doing it, and I think them men should be shamed.
I reckon
Listen.
they should be
Listen,
shot.
if they're stupid enough to fucking do it, and if they, I don't know.
Listen, so this is what so if from a girl's perspective, right, you'd do it. Do you know what I mean? If someone was off, so the ones that I've seen is like pay pigs who say, "Oh, listen, just like do us a favour and just send me a message saying me dick's small." So I'm not gonna mention no names, but I know someone.
Right, does that for nothing.
Right, and like there's pay pigs out there who say like do us a favour, block me for 24 hours, I'll give you 30 quid, and then unblock me after 24 hours.
That's a mad one, that.
Like, I don't get it.
What goes through them people's minds?
So I don't get. So I block you for 24 hours. Yeah, I'll give you 30 quid for them 24 hours. I was like, oh my god, just looking at a block, I'm blocked here. Oh my god, like what are you getting out of it? I don't get it.
It has to be trauma and stuff like that, or I don't know. Some people are just easily fucking pleased. I reckon because so many people like spend so many time at screens now. You know what I mean? Rather than just talking to people, you must become depraved a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're not having normal human interaction. Everything's like extreme. Do you know what I mean? You go on fucking Pornhub. It's not normal set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stepdad finds stepdaughter asleep, but it's
have you ever gone on fucking Pornhub and just typed in missionary? Like you're average, you know what I mean? No one watches normal fucking
I
sex.
feel like it's because though, like when you have a wank, like it's like that old saying, like you never wank over your wife. Because when you have a wank, you're not thinking about like little nice love making.
Yeah.
You're thinking of like some
some
horrible shit. You're not thinking about that steady home life you've got. You know, you're not like financial stability. You're thinking about the horrible shit. But I don't know, lad. It's just like people who like getting like shit on or like vomited on. It's like I think then people should be shamed until the point in which the shaming and the bullying is too much. And then they take their own life. I'm being serious though, because I'm being serious because if you really boil it down, right? So you really I'm gonna get scientific here. If you really boil it down,
spitting facts.
People have got dreams and purposes, and people have got like self-built purposes now, like. But the only reason we're here as a species is to keep the species going. That's it. We've got to a point now where.
But what if he's dead useful? Like, what if he can like cure cancer? But he's like, listen, I'm working.
He's
like, I'm that close to fucking curing cancer. I can't help it. I just like getting shat on. I like sitting under a glass table and watching a girl sit on and shit.
If you manage to figure out how to cure cancer, someone else will. We'll take all your papers. We'll Tesla you. We'll take all your shit off you.
Yeah, well,
banish you.
No one's ever done Nikola Tesla's work that got took off him. Imagine if Nikola Tesla liked to get shit on.
Maybe that's why they took it off him.
Yeah.
He was a proper weird fella. Look, we like what you do with the whole electricity thing, but I think she was 13.
Listen, but you know what? You'd be surprised though, because like
clips on her nipples, putting current for a bit.
all that scat stuff you're going on about is like massive in Germany. Like in Germany, you can go to clubs
and look at
that are scat clubs.
Listen, I think the people were trying to go off here. The Germans have always been great.
No, but you know what I mean. Though, like
made the Volkswagen. I don't know. I just feel like James.
No, I don't know.
The thing that freaks me out, right? Because we were talking a few weeks back about like post-nut clarity and all that, like where once you've jizzed, like fucking all your inhibitions, you're like, oh, what the fuck's going on?
All your inhibitions. Yeah.
Like, what happens when you've just finished your scat and you're like,
you fuck shit and come.
Oh my god,
cleaning this lab? What's going on? Do you know what I mean?
Because you know what this is? What else I don't get as well? Like the videos that go around like wildfire on WhatsApp and that, and it's like birds like eating their own shit and that. Like even when I'm watching, like someone sent me the other day and her name was Scat Lucy. So like she must make a career out of this because her name's fucking Scat Lucy for fuck's sake, right?
You don't have Scat Lucy if you've done it once or twice.
Exactly. But she's eating her own shit.
Nah.
And balking, so she doesn't even look like she's having a good time. So why are you doing it? Do you know what I mean?
Thing either is it's not like
no,
it's
you
not
couldn't.
like fucking you know.
I can't wait for you to meet me, ma. Do you know what I mean?
in it though, like you just couldn't. Like,
yeah, but then if you have kids with her, she's got to give your kids a kiss goodnight with fucking shitty.
Oh shit!
It's just imagine that. Like imagine you get a bird like and who does like the whole scat thing and you're into it. Right, you couldn't even just be like normal. Like imagine you just
do you
live
reckon
together.
you get bored of her shit? Do you reckon you'd be like, smells the same consistency?
No,
she's got a strong fibre diet. It's always, you know, solid long.
You're trying to take it out for Indians every week.
Yeah. He's like, I'm looking for something else. I'm looking for a bit, you know, some rabbit poos. She eats no sweet corn. I want some variety. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just.
Have you noticed that the way Nesquik's a little chocolate balls and there's a rabbit on the box?
Yeah. Have you noticed the way you eat sweet corn and you munch it, but then when you shit, it's a full-on sweet corn that hasn't been chewed.
I don't eat sweet corn, so I can't really say, but
that's weird.
You know what I mean? That it works. It does.
25 a day. I don't know. Actually sponsored by
sweet corn.
Like
Green Giant.
Well, your Green Giant. That's it.
Do you know what? Right, I'm gonna Google weirdest kinks, and then we can pick.
You probably already said them. You probably already done the weird ones.
Everything you could imagine is probably already a fucking kink.
The people you can make kinks. People make people are making kinks out of anything. Like, I feel like even just sending someone a tenner just for them to say, like, oh, you're a fat cunt, you. That's a mad fucking kink, that.
Funny,
That's a weird kink. But, like, what was
Amy
it?
used to eat them out. Dean's Bairns, Amy used to eat them out when she was doing the OnlyFans, and it's some of the funniest, like, fucking...
But what were they saying to her, though? Like,
just like, you're a queen and I don't deserve you, and she'd respond being like, shut up, you little maggot, and all that, and they'd be like, oh, loving it.
Like, like from a girl's perspective and a girl's point of view, it's like...
Time for another wave from another one of the sponsors. This time, it's T-Trades. Bobby, what does T-Trades offer?
Well, what doesn't T-Trades offer is probably the better question. T-Trades. T-Trades offers live courses on trading with cryptocurrency. She also offers crypto guides, stock market guides, understanding debt guides, and financial freedom guides. Also, if you want to invest with Tyler, please head over to t-trades.com. All the information will be on the website.
Link to it down below in the description.
We love you.
It's easy fucking money, do you know what I mean? People make fucking fortunes off it. Like, I seen a video, right, of this girl walking through the park, right, and she's meeting up with her hair pay pig, and I'm not messing, like, he's like
Loads
four...
of Vikings after that.
He's like 4 foot nothing with, like, glasses, and he just looks like a proper little nerdy kid, and he goes, she's filming him, and she's going, how much you giving me now? And he's like, 1,400 quid, and she goes, have you got any money left for this month? And he goes, no. She goes, is this your full month's wage? And he goes, yeah, take it off me, mistress. This full
Jesus
wage off the month,
Christ.
and she's laughing at him, walking away, going, you idiot. And he's like, yes, mistress. And it's like, what
crazy,
the
like,
fuck?
Like, that's like fucking grooming and preying down on someone, because I know he's an adult, but he's
People have
obviously
said
vulnerable. He's vulnerable.
That's
isn't
it,
he?
yeah, it's
A
weird.
lot of people have on Twitter said before, like what you said before, if it's not harming anyone, leave them to it. And to an extent, I agree with that. But like
If you can't pay for your bills and you end up homeless on the street because of your sexual fucking, then lads, yeah, you've made your bed.
Exactly.
and now it's a fucking street corner.
Just put
So
£100
fucking enjoy.
aside or something, do you know what I mean? And
it's
then
just nuts, like,
spend
but,
the
like,
tenner a day.
I feel like some of these women though, like they need to be looked at just as much as the fellas who were doing it, because she's got
Oh, it's a fair
absolutely
point.
no
It's a fair
obligation
point,
to morally regard this man in any sense. But if he's going there, and let's say he's 4 foot with gigs, let's assume he's special needs, like
Yeah.
There was a document. Sorry.
It's all right, and like surely they've got to look at them and think, like, why are you willing to take that man? Like, I mean, if someone said to me, do you want 1,400 quid? I'm not going to question, I'm going to take it off them. But it's our last though, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, yeah, because, yeah. Oh, yeah. I suppose models do have to come into it, because I've just actually put myself, like, a bit going to me. Here's my fucking whole month's rent. I'm going to be skint. There you go. Fucking missed it or whatever.
But it is,
Like,
it's mad, because as you said, if you put yourself in their shoes, right, it's fucking...
I'd give it 20 quid
The
back.
world,
He's not gonna, like,
Do you want a taxi home?
I'd give it at least 40
money makes
quid
the world
back.
go. Money makes the world go round. That, so like everyone's financially driven, and I know a lot of people go, "Oh, it doesn't matter to me and all that," but it fucking does. Like, you can't survive without money. So unless you're in that, like, if we're in that situation right now, we haven't got a clue. But if we were in a point where, Danny, you're the face of this podcast, right? Everyone loves you. If loads of fans started fucking writing in, going, "Oh, Danny, I'll send you 500 quid if you just like brush your hair on camera for me and all that," you're gonna fucking do it. You know what I mean?
When you put it like that,
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna earn till from it.
I'll bring the brush.
Yeah, but it's when you're seeing bears like that fucking abusing fellas in the park.
Yeah.
Fella me who's at my door. Ooh, Charles Bronson, public pro here in June.
Oh, let's talk about Charles Bronson. Right, so...
Jail Charles Bronson.
Yeah, jail
Not
Charles
all that,
Bronson.
Baldy with the muzzy.
Yeah. He might have a beard now, I don't know.
Was he?
But there's a new documentary coming out about him. I don't know if it's already out or... but have you seen the film?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't
Have you seen the film where he's in the cell and he butters himself up and he's like,
Yeah,
God, this
yeah.
Tom Hardy's...
Get it on my arse, he's
Right, so they've actually released that video. Have you not seen it?
What, actually him, lubing himself up?
No, he's not lubing himself. So in the film, he's just in his room and they all run in and he's fucking screaming his way down. But the video of him, he's in a big corridor and there's like 15 busies all with the riot cheers and that, and he's just pacing up and down. You can just see him go, giving it all that, and he just come over and he's shooting with this big fucking gas grenade thing and he just hits the deck. But he's just sick in the head.
Some
he's
prisoners,
nuts.
imagine, you know, fucking Darren G.
Yeah.
You know his brother.
Yeah.
His brother's fucking tapped in the head as well, right? So one of the old prison guards who was on James English's podcast was telling a story about his brother being fucking nuts. He was the hardest lad I've ever met in my life. He was insane. He went in, something had happened and he had like contraband in his cell. He was like, so we need to go in and fucking take this contraband from him. He said, but because he's a high risk prisoner, we have to do it regimented. Like, there's got to be a procedure put in place. So they have this like crash team who get called in, regional team who come into the prison, like a riot squad, and they do these plans. So they said, right, we're going to go in at 3 in the morning when he's asleep. Pitch black. And there's like a team of 15, 10 of them all riot shield up and everything, right? And then the other 5 had like brushes and all that, and they do a full sweep. So they go in, fucking dive on the prisoner, start sweeping all the floor, take anything out of there. That's the way they've got to do because he's nuts. So he said, they were at the door and like the bed's there, the pillow's there. He's like, right, he's there. So they all fucking dived in the pitch black in single file, all ran in, all dived on him, like where his pillow is, right, holding him down, going, right, sweep, 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 sweep. He knew something was going on. So he slept the other way and had his feet on the pillow. So when there was 10 of them on his feet, he just lifted up out of the blanket, just started swatting them everywhere, lad. I filled about 12 guards in, lad. One fella just bang guards everywhere. They were all like battens trying to kill him, and he was just webbing them everywhere.
Like, yeah, you were going to go Ocean's fucking 11. He's going to be like on the top of the roof. Dripping sweat like that.
Like a massive daddy long legs.
Watermelon with a big smile on.
That's funny, that lad.
I don't reckon I could last in jail, you know. Like, serious. Like, whenever I've tried to think about it in the past, like, nah, I'd go in there, probably cut me hair first, I'd get in good shape, I'd become intimidating, I'd join a gang. I don't reckon I'd last.
No, I don't reckon you'd last in jail.
I reckon I'd be...
It's a different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Danny like that, are we back in the Viking days?
Nah, Danny, people be walking over to Danny like that.
Yeah. There's lads I am growing up with, and like they had it in their heads they were gonna go to jail at some point. So like,
mad mentality.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and they were like kind of looking forward to it, like to a certain degree, just the way they'd speak about it. Do you know what I mean? Or either the brother was in there or something, but it was gonna happen. So when you're in there, yeah, no, genuinely, I remember lads like that, and fucking. It's when you're in it, it's different. So some of them lads love it in there. Do you know what I mean? It's all the mates in there and stuff like that.
Because like we have an idea of prison from like telly and movies. That's all we have. Like in reality, right? I knew someone who was in prison up in towards Preston. I think it was Garstang or something, right? Fucking prison. And he'd send his ma like a list of stuff to buy for his cell. He had a PS2. Yeah, the Versace rug and everything. I was like, you're in prison.
Like, imagine a Versace rug in your cell.
You've got the fucking...
got the wrong one!
You've got the hooch all over me, Versace rug.
Do you know what's mad about jail, though? Do you know if you went to jail and actually wanted to rehabilitate yourself, you can fully do it, you know? You can take university course in there for fucking free and everything. Yeah, lad, you can... Yeah, honestly, because they want to rehabilitate you. Some, like, it's not all the people, but obviously you know yourself. Some people go... Yeah, some people go into jail, stay a criminal, come out, still a criminal, go back to jail. Where people can sometimes make it just a genuine mistake or like a thingy, and they're like, oh, fucking hell, I'm not doing this no more, and they can change their life.
People getting in car crashes with the, after the bevy, and they get the mate dies in the car, so they go in jail for manslaughter or something like that, and then, of course, and then fucking, they get in jail, you know what I mean? Bad's in jail.
Yeah.
I know, fucking, I didn't know about the idea about the crash until he told me before.
Well, yeah, it happened to me, mate.
Flashbacks all the time.
Do people always say, like, what if this is all a figment of your imagination? Like, what if this is not real, Bobby, and you're a ghost?
Imagine if you died, like, imagine if, like, not to laugh when I say that,
you may be a ghost.
but like, imagine if he died, right, and this is his afterlife, like, and his afterlife just somehow he ended up on a podcast.
And never ending how
probably,
He died years ago. Imagine this is how you find out, and imagine this is how this is those 3 shit. Oh, by the way, you died.
Do you know what this reminds me of, right? I was watching this kids do the
Groundhog Day.
I watched these kids do these like funny Omegle pranks. So what they'll do, right? They've got they've got this like software. They've got this software where they can like jump in on people's So say if I'm going on Omegle, so I'm on Omegle and I'm refreshing, and then Danny comes in and I'm speaking to Danny, but you've got this like mad hacking software where you can just watch the both of us, you can watch the both of us having a chat. So I'm going, oh, what's your name? And he goes, oh, I'm Danny. And he goes, oh, you like Danny? And then I click next, and then you just pop up on the other screen, and you go to him, Danny? And he, what? And he, wake up, lad. And then refresh, and then I goes, Because you know what I mean? Because he just doesn't have a clue what's going on from a sentence. Imagine how much that batter your head though.
Well, you see like TikToks of it where like they'll be talking to a girl in Texas or something, and it'll be an English kid, and he'll go, "You don't live on this street, do you?" And it always be, and they always go, "Oh, that's mad, that." And it's like, no, that's fucking criminal. Are we just getting this girl's fucking address up and being like, "I know where you live"?
I don't think, right, I've thought this for years, lad. I don't think IP addresses should be as accessible as they are, you know.
But sometimes they should. Do you know what I mean? Like little fucking shit houses.
In them cases, yeah, but
is it
not to the general public.
Is it easy to get an IP address?
So easy.
Yeah.
Is it?
So easy.
Really?
Yeah. If you've not got a VPN, I could be in ours, I could be in mine on my computer.
Okay.
And I could have your IP address and like your home address, the names of the people who live in the house, what TV broadband you've got.
Shut up.
In like 5 minutes.
But if I've got
easy.
a VPN.
If you've got a VPN, let's say you live in like Venezuela or something.
Oh,
Do you know, back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2 in the chats, and you'd be like, "Oh mate, I will find where you live."
Yeah.
I'll DDoS you. I'll DDoS you.
People will do that now. People
People can now. It's scatty. I remember the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. I don't even know if I've mentioned it on the podcast. If I have, let me know. But
Oh yeah, you know.
so I was sitting on like years ago when I got my first like gaming PC. I didn't know about like VPNs and that, so I downloaded the Tor browser, which allows you to directly access the deep web and the dark web in like seconds. Like, so I could just get on it and just browse it like it was Google. And then one day I turned my PC on, and I was on playing a game or something. I think I was just fucking chilling, and this little box has appeared in the middle of my screen, like a little text box, and there's two people having a conversation, and they were like, hello, and like, where are you from? The UK. And then next thing, my address appeared, and I went, unplugged my PC, sold the computer, and didn't get it for like 2 years. I swear down, it's weird.
Daddy just out of his kids.
I'm not messing. I didn't
I am a nosy neighbour.
I didn't go anywhere for like 2 weeks.
Nah,
so I was thinking, someone
shit.
somewhere's hacked my computer and has just got me address like that.
That's what you get for going on the dark web. You fucking.
Well, no, I wasn't on any of the mad do you want to buy this kid that was reported missing 3 years ago? Dark web. It was just like websites where you can go and buy like an AK or like you can get an RPG shipped to your house. Like, it's that easy.
Let me jump back onto that. Let me just jump back onto that. Do you want to buy this kid that I took from 3 years ago, right? Surely to God, on the dark web there's a price for children. Would you have to mark the price up for a child that you've had for 3 years? Because you've had to make that child survive for 3 years and have the upkeep. So you're going to have to make a bit of a better profit margin, aren't you?
Probably already charging fucking dough anyway, aren't they? The things they do on. Have you seen what they do on the dark web? Have you seen them the director rooms?
No.
Yeah.
Them director rooms are fucked. So what they'll do?
The fella who's known as the clown.
I've never been on them. I've only heard them. So
Scatty
the director rooms are so. You know how many people a year go fucking missing in different countries, but like so what they'll do is they'll kidnap someone.
In America, it's like 500,000 kids a year.
I know that never get found. So what they'll do is they'll kidnap someone, kid, man, woman, whoever, and they'll stick them in like a black room with a camera on. And what they'll then do, they'll use it as like a Twitch. So it's like
people request shit.
So it's not even well, yeah. But what they'll do is people will bid on who's the director. So they'll go like, oh, I bet so many Bitcoin. Oh, I bid so many Bitcoin. And someone's like, no, well, I bet more Bitcoin. And whoever wins the bidding war is the director of the scene. So say there's a girl, she's tied up in a chair, and you've fucking paid however much Bitcoin. It's like, oh, pull all of the toenails off. And they'll go ahead, and they'll just do it. As she's just screaming, and they'll go, all right, now shave her hair, and shave her hair. All right, now cut her nose off. And but that's it, the truth. Honestly, it's fucking mad. That's what happens.
The scattiest one I ever heard about them.
If a way to research these sites.
Where could I find them? Is it .net, .org? But no, yeah, the scattiest one I ever seen. I went through a weird phase where I was obsessed with like how deep the deep web can go. So I used to watch all videos of people who have been on it so that you don't have to, and you see all the shit and that. And there was this one, it was them director rooms, and there was this fella, and he was just known as the clown, and he'd dress up full outfit, clown mask on, big wig and everything. And apparently as well, he used to proper like openly brag on these things that, like, you all actually know who I am. Like, I'm this big political figure in the US. I live amongst, like, famous military generals, political military generals and all shit like
clues.
that. Yeah, like,
I want to be caught.
no, but like, you'd be saying, like,
Come find me.
Like in America, like, if you become a general of the high, like, such a high caliber in the military, you've got a big influence in politics and like the CIA and that. He's like, I live around all these people. He's like, these are all on the same estate that I live on. He's like, and then he'd get these women. This fella who was making the video said they used to get these women shipped in barrels from China, and they were kept just alive enough so that they could survive getting shipped from China to wherever, and then you'd open it and they'd be in like a little bit of water that'd keep them fresh in case they did die.
Bag.
Like a goldfish.
but then fucking you saying,
Why is he keeping them in a little bit of water to keep them fresh? I don't get that. Like, what do you mean?
Imagine
Like,
they stink, lad, you know what I mean?
so they're in this barrel going,
You've sent me a smelly one.
fucking clean
No,
your
no,
pit.
but like,
What have you done with that Dove soap? Did you eat it? Fucking clean yourself.
scumbag.
You fucking
But no,
stupid
yeah,
bitch.
and he was saying, like, you get this one, you lie down on a table, and whoever had bid the most Bitcoin got to decide what happened to it. And there was this one where he was saying, like, cover his skin in salt, leave it there for 10 hours, and come back and then just peel it off. And there was a fella's peeling this woman's, like, skin off, and it was
Can that
scratching.
what? So if you leave just salt on you?
Well, obviously, she's all damp and that, isn't she? She's been in a barrel. Imagine that, and then you just rub salt into it, and then just leave it there for, like, fucking 10 hours. That's going to have an effect on your skin.
Some people are warped in the head, man. Like, I couldn't even think of doing that to someone. Like,
Scotty, lad.
maybe for a mill.
Yeah, well, no, lad, for 17.
Everyone's got a price.
But yeah, lad, like apparently, like the dark web.
Yeah.
Could
So
go
it's just
as
like,
dark as you can
fucking
imagine.
tickle her. after like an hour of like, she's fucking got like
It's 7 Bitcoin, necker.
she's got like 2 limbs left, like playing an annoying song.
Make her watch Friends, the early ones, the season 3. Make her watch Chandler's Best Bits.
Listen, there was some
Play
mad,
Jenga with it.
there was some mad website on that fucking on the dark web. Don't remember the what was it called? Was it something silver? Where you could buy the drugs from.
Silk Road.
Silk Road, that's it. Silk Road. They made a film about him. I haven't seen it, like, but they made a film
The
about
kid,
him,
yeah.
and he was like, he's been nicked for so many years, and like he's trying to fight his case, saying like, listen, I made this website, but not for this sort of thing.
Like
And it,
8 life sentences.
yeah, like he's been sentenced to major.
It's
At
just,
that
it's
point,
just mad,
I don't know why they do that in America either, where they're like, you get fucking 18 life sentences.
I
Just
said that
Funny
last
enough,
week.
we
just say
talked
you're
about
not
that
coming
last
out, lads.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are not coming out.
Why you sentencing someone to 570 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's for the dramatic effect of it as well, and like he's been
American for you,
sentenced to
innit?
1,000 years.
I can't remember
The
whose joke it was,
gulag.
but it's like, so even if he dies and comes back to life, you go
Well,
back
that's
to
literally what I said last week. There was some fella got
Someone's
sentenced
joke.
to life for something. He had a heart attack and died in his cell. He resuscitated him, and he come back and he said, "I've saved my life sentence. I died."
Oh my god, yeah, that's, well, yeah.
We're talking about loopholes, right? Apparently, we were reading something before. We were talking about the retirement age in work. So there's a couple of our fellas who were going to retire. And it's not now, but there used to be a different retirement age from men and women. So, like, I think different countries have it. So, like, women used to be able to retire at 62, but men couldn't retire till 65. And they're like, why? And they're in one of these foreign countries where they have a difference in age between females and males.
Yeah.
This fella got to 62 and said he now identifies as a woman and retired.
Hey, use it in your own fucking favour, though, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Hey, talking about serial killers, though. Have you seen that Blackbird on Netflix? I've not seen it yet, but I come across it the other day. You're a dickhead. It's about some serial killer in America, right? Who would commit crimes, but what he'd do is he'd phone the busies and confess and admit he'd done a murder in a state on the other side of the country. So they'd investigate him for them murders and then go, oh, it's not him. So he could hide as real murders. So he'd commit murders and then own up to murders in a different state. So they'd chase him and follow him and go, no, he's not guilty. And then they'd leave him, but he's already done all them. And he'd done it for a while, yeah.
What, who was it?
Idiots, them.
Well,
They're
I don't know, I've not watched it. I
He's
just
like,
read about it.
I'm ringing, I've just killed someone in Ohio. They're like, well, why are you ringing from Nevada?
Yeah.
Well, no, I've killed someone in Ohio. 3 people have just died in Nevada. You sure it wasn't you? He's like,
How long, right? I'm not saying any of us are going to become a serial killer, but you can never rule it out.
Never.
How long, say you were like, you know what?
What if you were just an accidental killer, though, like Joe Goldberg
and then,
from you?
oh, yeah,
Know
and
what
then
I
you
mean?
just-
Like,
and then you just went, that was amazing. That was, that was the best feeling. And
Like, could you honestly watch the life drain out of someone's eyes.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So, if it,
No, I think I could. I just couldn't dismember them.
it would
I
be
do every time I have sex with someone.
like,
not that I kill them. I just mean it's disappoint them.
is this what it is?
It
Yeah.
was a joke.
No, I mean, I probably could if it was.
all like I kill and have sex with people now.
It's already long gone by the time you get to them anyway. Like, you don't see the drainage.
If it was me or them, then yeah. If you were in like a fight, not a fight, but if like someone come in your house and
I was locked in a room with someone and it was only one of you can come out alive and I'm biting your throat.
Yeah, but it depends on the scenario as well. If someone does something heavy to a family member or something, then you can. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I think I could be a really sadistic serial killer and do like the worst things to people.
I could
But
enjoy it.
I couldn't, after I've done it, chop them up because then that'd be the bit that goes through me.
That's the thing that'd fuck me up, yeah. Dismembering a body and shit like that.
Couldn't you just throw them in a big massive bath?
I mean, you probably could, or just put them in a barrel and send them to that clown.
Yeah.
I think if I accidentally killed someone like that, I think I'd probably just be like, I think I'll just kill myself to just fuck all this hassle. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
once
with
you've-
the
once
Netflix
you've done
documentaries
one,
and that, like,
do a few
you get
more.
that sweet, sweet taste of blood.
And then kill yourself.
There's got to be 3 for a serial killer, hasn't there? It's got to be 3 dead people.
Is that what it is? 3? So 2, and I'm just a killer.
Killer, yeah.
Like, it's just, like, I feel like I could...
Clumsiest man in the world. You keep dropping pianos on people's heads.
Call him the Tom and Jerry killer.
In Brazil, you know, fucking, like, you get all these ultras in the football supporters
Yeah.
and all that go crazy. Some fella died in Brazil because the away fans ripped out a toilet and threw it off like the top balcony of the terrace and fucking killed some kid, hit him on the head. Killed him in the
Jesus
toilet.
Must have been a heavy way to go. I mean,
Yeah.
shit way to go.
How long do you think, though, let's say you went on like a killing spree, how many kills do you reckon you could get and how much time do you
what
think you
weapon
could
have I got?
outrun?
What kills do you kill?
Not even that, like, how long do you, let's say you were killing a person every 2 months. How long do you think you could outrun and outsmart the police for?
So it depends
the
how
first
smart
one.
you were doing. So
Probably
like,
the first
First
one.
one. You'd get me.
but this is what I
Yeah,
mean.
because
So
it's the society we live in, like the technology and everything now.
it's not no, but like so like me, I'm probably on like no police radar, like no one's like thinking or looking at me for anything.
You're on this podcast, lad.
Well, yeah, probably.
You know what?
But like, if I wanted to kill someone once every 2 months, and I fucking drove as far up Scotland as I could, like not even like the big Scottish towns, like in the proper Highlands, right
Yeah,
to the
like
top,
Isle of Skye
in a
level
little fucking,
Scotland.
in a little village, watch someone in a cottage coming
You
out.
see him coming over on a boat. Like, here's my games.
So intense, you gotta do it. You went in a little fucking Scottish village, yeah. And the finest fucking little Scottish
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
If I'm seeing little Al Betty going to the shop lads at 8:30 in the morning and I'm blowing her wig off and then driving back to Liverpool, how are they going to know? But no, you know what I mean though? How are they going to know?
Excuse me, love, do you know the way to Kapow? See, yeah.
Do you know the way to hurl?
Hey, Dad, just all the way back to Liverpool.
No,
Just like,
but do you reckon you could get away? Do you reckon you could get away with that? I reckon you could get away with that.
I feel like...
Once every 2 months, I'm driving somewhere proper mad and killing someone in a little shithead village with no big brother around. Know what I mean?
Some Columbo would get you, you know what I mean? Some fucking,
Yeah.
Ah,
You know what it'd
I'm
be
Klaus.
these days? It's some fat
Have you
fellas,
seen
know,
that?
them murder mystery groups on Facebook who
Yeah.
just put the arm mole killer.
What's that show on Channel 4?
draws
where-
a mole on the arm after he kills him.
There's only one man.
Yeah.
This can be easy.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll just drive some little man village.
Two detectives was looking over the body like, apparently he always made, people made fun of his moles. He wanted more people in his mole family.
Because it's the fair mole.
The fair mole.
The mole family.
The mole killer. What's that program on Channel 4 where you've got to fucking evade the busies or whatever?
Oh, like hunted or hunted or something, yeah.
So they fucking catch everyone within seconds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
ANPR cameras
But that's what I
everywhere.
mean. So if I went to somewhere in a little village that had no CCTV, because obviously there's still got to be little villages out there that hasn't like proper like in the big cities, it's harder to get it. Like, if I was to kill someone in the middle of London,
Page on the Amazon jungle.
yeah. Like if I was going a big,
Again.
if I was to go on a big killing spree in London, I'm not getting away with it.
Nah.
Because there's cameras on every street. But
Yeah.
if you were to go somewhere in a little secluded village
What
and no
if,
one's
or
looking,
what if you
Yeah,
went
I'm
in?
shit.
What if you went into like somewhere you could poison a mass amount of people?
What, like Hitler?
I mean, like,
Hear me out, right? The Jews.
yeah. No, I mean like a water supply or like
Yeah.
just literally if I went to town tomorrow and was like muffins, free muffins. Imagine how many
Get
people.
your muffins here.
I swear to God, or if it was like you could go around and go, it's Prime, it's the new Prime. prime. Everyone have a little sample of this, and you just like people just dropping like flies behind you. That's what I'd actually do if it was Scousers. I'd be like, yeah, I'd give away something fucking stupid that's got like
Peroni.
waffles or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just laced them with arse.
On clouds, that fucking detonate and blow your fucking head off. Lad, talking about prime, like, you know that kid in Wakey Wines, that fucking, what's his name?
Yeah.
Abdul, come closer.
Abdul, fuck off.
Fuck off. Lad, he's just done the weirdest, like, meet and greet with fans, lad, and he's got pictures with all these little kids in, like, fucking crop tops and everything, lad, and he's just like that with all these lads.
Where have you came from? She's like, fucking basement.
Do you see his apology video when he was apologising?
Oh, yeah.
They go, I was drug dealer, then dad bought shop.
Used to sell
And change man now.
Yeah, used to ruin people's lives selling heroin. Now ruin their lives selling prime.
Like you're selling them cans of prime for a $1.
Yeah.
You're cheaper just getting the heroin.
I still say it though, who's the bigger dickhead?
No.
The people are fucking absolute gremlins. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Swamp creatures.
Innit?
Like, where have you came from? And they're like, I've drove all the way from like Norwich. He's like,
Those kids went to a shop from Aberdeen, you know.
I know, yeah.
Like,
it's
sure, he
nuts.
doesn't ask to buy yours, we can get it for £3. It's gotta be.
People just doing it for a laugh or something.
Just
just to
madness.
get
Like, do
down
you know what though? Now, right?
It's like
now,
Bentley Mega Chippy.
Swear
Yeah.
down, now is the best time ever for them kids who sell drinks in schools. Like, do you want to look out for a quid or do you want a prime for 70 quid?
Yeah.
Make a
I do.
fucking fortune.
Fucking going out, just like fucking throwing fucking stacks in the Mars.
I swear down,
Yeah, Helen.
raise your rent for the year, you little whore.
Abdul's on his tour browser paying him boxes of prime and that. You know what I mean?
The kids didn't even know what a share of money. The way Russell Howard used to have the throne of newspapers was the throne of like pound coins on all the kids in school.
And if you see it, like he always palms them off with a free bag of sweets as well.
No, that
He's
they're
like,
not
you got your
free.
prime.
No, they're not free.
Lad, their bags of sweets are about 30 quid.
Fuck off.
For the
sweet.
SDS pick and mix.
Honest to God.
For
Yeah.
these old 20-year-old fucking dolphins that never got picked up in the Odeon. Somehow winds us up in Wakey
I've seen a
Wines.
scat
Lad, I
video
remem-
before. You know,
remember
listen
used
to
to
that.
be-
Listen to this, lad. There was this video before, right? Oh my God. And it knocked me sick. It was in America, right? And it was this Chinese restaurant. Independent run Chinese restaurant. And they were like directly behind like a big chain restaurant. So like this big Chinese, but it was part of a chain. And what they were doing, you know, when the big chain would throw out like all the sauces and that and the meats in the bin, they were going out with strainers and filling big fucking like ladles up of all the sauce and filling bowls out of the bins
Yeah.
of the sauce and then taking it back into their little restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking
We've
selling
probably
out.
all
Still
fucking
probably
had
do.
mad shit that we just
Yeah.
haven't realised.
Lad, right. I've told this story numerous times. I've probably told it on this pod before, right? Remember the buffet star in town? Right?
The one that
Yeah,
got
it's-
shut
oh,
down,
yeah,
yeah,
they do,
got
yeah,
shut
it's
down.
down.
Pink
yeah.
police
down,
right,
yeah.
yeah, right. I was scanning in there Sunday afternoon, all you can eat buffet. I had about 40 duck pancakes, the fucking nicest duck pancakes ever. Monday morning, breaking news, front page of the Echo, buffet star closed down, has found dead Alsatians in the freezer. They were serving the Alsatians as
Is
duck.
that shit? Is the fuck
Lad,
really? Yeah.
as duck, they were serving Alsatians as duck. Lad, I love that duck. I'd scan an Alsatian.
Yeah.
Shut,
Is that real?
Fuck off.
I'd never go, oh, is that dog? But now that I enjoyed that dog, and I now know it's an Alsatian, it was fucking tasty.
Bit of pulled Alsatian. Ooh.
That's remember the Tesco scandal with the horse meat?
Horses.
Yeah.
Remember that? I used to love them.
But it also must be,
Finders.
it's meant to be dead good for you.
Frenchie
Celine
calls
and
me all
that,
the
yeah.
time and all that. It's just because it's bad, innit?
Just weird, lad. Like,
It's
I think
Scanning Red
the
Rum.
issue was
That's
that it was,
fucking mental, that, you know.
I think the issue was that they were selling the horse meat and branded it as beef.
Beef,
though.
yeah, that-
Like,
yeah, I
I think
know.
that's where the people
That's
had the
pure.
problem.
It's pure false advertisement. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking thing.
Let me know it's an Alsatian and I'll fucking eat it.
I'll eat it anyway. Yeah.
Just tell me
Oh,
that. Just put
go to
a bit of
heaven.
hoisin in it.
Have you seen the video of the fella? He's in like one of them Chinese like street markets in China, and he's eating this and he's going to the fella, oh, that chicken's fucking lovely. He goes, is that chicken? Yeah. And the Chinese fella goes, meow meow. He's just being scran and cat. Lad, sorry. Cats, right? I read the maddest article today, right? One of the former health secretaries has just released an article saying that at the very start of like the pandemic, when they started like going into lockdown, they were looking at different rules and all that. They thought that cats, felines, were a carrier of COVID. So they wrote a rule and they were about to announce it to the nation to say everyone has to terminate the cats. Everyone has to kill their own cats.
Fuck off.
That'd be best. That'd be the best thing.
Did a good cat.
Yeah.
I am legend as cat.
In the underground bunker with me cat like
It's gonna turn into a zombie. all fucking anti-vaxxers smashing their heads on the wall at you.
trying to come with your cats.
Just secret pharaohs. That lad still scared the cats.
Don't kill your cats, bros. It's all fucking, yeah. That 5G will try and make you kill your cats.
Propaganda stand there, leave it. Like,
Leave your
anyhow,
couch alone. Sorry.
we're gonna
Thanks for getting this far on the podcast.
now for a little word from our sponsor, Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen now. Here we go. Orange County CBD, use code Happenin10 at checkout and you get 10% off all orders on all products, whether that be your CBD oils, you've got your jellies, you've got your vapes, which are a healthier alternative to the likes of your disposable vapes with the nicotine in. And now they're also doing a skincare range as well. So if you want gleaming skin like ours, Orange County CBD, and use code Happenin10 in the checkout for 10% off all of your orders.
We love you.
Caught an episode. That's okay. I caught you out so nearly there. I'm so sorry. But no, yeah, we're going to call it an episode. I've got to get back. I'm knackered. But Tom, thank you so much for coming down. Will this episode be out before the show?
I don't think so. It's on the 10th of March.
So 10th of March, this will be out.
10th of March? Oh, really?
Still tickets available?
Last minute.
There may still be, the first show sold out. There may still be tickets. There's tickets. But the first one sold out. Thanks for everyone who bought one, if you're listening. Yeah, cheers for having me on, lads. Thank you.
Yeah,
This comes out early release on Tuesday. So if you want to go see Tom, buy them for Friday.
Hot Water website. Yes. Padre.
We'll put a link to
9 o'clock show.
We'll put a link to the tickets for the late show in the description.
Nice one.
If you like stand-up comedy, if you like what me and Gary do and you want to see more of it, but from different people, this is Tom, and he's going to be on with Jack Miller as well. Jack Miller's fucking hilarious.
Great.
If you want to follow Tom on Instagram, all of his links are down below in the description. Go and click them. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video.
Ciao.
See you in the next one. Mwah.
Cheers, lads.
Ciao, Bella.